for tortured poetry, for the Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you my tortured poetry department, tortured, tortured poets department predictions. Let's just get right into it. I only have through the Bolter on here. I don't know how many more there will be because I assume she announced another one, the Albatross, and maybe I'll just kind of throw that in at the end. But yeah, let's start off with Fortnite. There's like an AI version of it on TikTok, and I'm just picturing this as like gamer synth pop esque. This situation. It's giving Endgame, with Post Malone rapping somewhere in between. But I could like also picture him doing just like a whole verse and like kind of singing like circles. But we'll see. Of the Tortured Poets department, I'm thinking ballad. It's giving ballad. I also don't think she'll say the title because I can't say the Tortured Poets department. So I don't know how she would like the Tortured Poets department. Oh, maybe I could see it. So I wrote the acronym on here, and I have no idea what this says. My boy only breaks his favorite toys. It obviously reminds me of Cruel Summer because of the line, bad, bad boy, shiny toy with a price, you know that I bought it. So I'm picturing like low beats giving Cruel Summer. Also, it's giving Better Than Revenge line with the toy line. Since she's gonna find stealing other people's toys on the playground will make you many friends. Yeah. Okay, down bad, it's giving false god aesthetic. Sounds like it's going to be the most soulful. I feel like I won't like it, so maybe I'll just like love it. But Daddy, I love him. I obviously think it's going to be this Little Mermaid reference because we know that she had a party and she dressed up as Little Mermaid and Joe was in attendance. Um, but I think it's going to be like a light and airy sounding track, giving Labyrinth and Sweet Nothing vibes. So Long London, I'm literally we already know what this is about, so I don't even need to discuss that. I think guitar pickings and like light flowing like piano mariba. I don't Marbia mariba. I don't know how to say it. This should just be called It's Giving. Fresh out of the slammer. Oh man, I wrote a lot on here. It's obviously going to be about after she went out for the very first time, after not being in the public eye for so long, but I'm thinking ready for it vibes. And I don't know if that's just because it has to do with jail and jailer. I could see the reference back to the jailer line and even something about Stockholm Syndrome, which I love that One Direction song called Stockholm Syndrome. I think Stockholm Syndrome is so interesting because like when people hold people when people hold people captive, it's like they like develop feelings for them. But yeah, that's what I can't even talk today. Well, that's what Fresh Out the Slammer is giving. Florida. So I'm thinking Florence and the Machine. First of all, that they're going to be background similar to Lana on Snow on the Beach. I can definitely see that it could be about the breakup news and Florida being the first one for that situation. I feel like it can be a similar message. I can do it with Broken Heart, but like Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine production. And also, I saw this tweet and I think about it every day because I have an emotional attachment to Florida, so I thought this was funny. I don't live in Florida, but I spent a lot of my youth in Florida having the best time ever. If you know, you know. But somebody said, who is this excited about Florida? And I know a couple people from Florida. Well, actually, not a couple. I know a ton of people from Florida. And everybody's like, we are the stereotypical Floridians and we do this and we do that. And I thought it was so funny. So, guilty as sin. So, it's giving jazz. I feel like it's going to be lower on my entire ranking. I'll probably post my entire ranking once I kind of go over it with my best friend. Yeah. Who's afraid of little old me? It's giving old play because there's this play. I think it's like Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Is that the thing? I just learned about it in my contemporary art class. So it's giving that. And I think that I saw on Twitter or Instagram or something that they thought that's what it was because the play had to do something that was connected to her life and they figured it all out. It's giving The Girl Who Cried Wolf by 5 Seconds of Summer. I can fix him. I could see this being like a get him back situation, and I think because of the line, but maybe I can fix him. I wanna get him back. The double meanings I can totally see. I feel like this could be a fan favorite, but I could be wrong. I could be so off on all these. I just think it's so fun to kind of make predictions for yourself and for everyone else, but whatever. Love of my life, I feel like it's gonna either it can either go two ways. It's either gonna be like love of my life. Ooh, that was really rocker, but like, or very soft. And I'm gonna lean towards the very soft. I'm praying for a song about like soulmateism because I'm obsessed with soulmateism. I think that you find your soulmate and like that's your person. But I feel like it could be my favorite because I always say love of my life. Like that is my thing that I say all the time. Love of my life. You are the love of my life. I can do it with a broken heart. I feel like this will also be a favorite of mine. I feel like the title is super explanatory, like self-explanatory, but it's giving like Cornelia Street, honestly. It's giving lover vibes, Cornelia Street lover. I'm praying that TTPD is like the Lover Sister album, you know what I'm saying? The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. The title is so intriguing. When I first read this, I was crying and laughing. This says this is the smallest man who ever lived because we make fun of him. I feel like I already said his name, but like we make fun of him and you know who I'm talking about. Because he's so poor, because he doesn't do anything. And that's just hilarious to me. It's probably not going to be about that, though. And I feel like it's going to be like in the middle of my ranking. I feel like I'm not going to love it. I'm not going to hate it. I don't know why I keep doing this, but The Alchemy, I don't really know what to expect with this one. Like, really, the only thing I can think about is this game that I played called Little Alchemy. I literally looked it up like a little bit before this, and it's giving purple, but it's also giving alchemy, which is transformation. So maybe it's about being the queen of transforming, which kind of leads me into the next track of Clara Bow. It's about the it girl mantra. Anybody who literally says otherwise is just like stupid. And it's gonna be like Last Great American Dynasty. I feel like I could love or hate this song. It could be a Marjorie situation, but it also could be Epiphany situation. So I have the manuscript on here, which is the first of the bonus tracks that we found out about, and I'm not expecting much from this one like either. I looked up the definition of a manuscript, and it's something that's not said before, so maybe it's just a accumulation of things that she's been waiting to say because the public still thought she was with him, like what she was actually feeling. Because I feel like something's been off with Taylor for years, and I should have probably spoke about this, but like I feel like something's been off for Taylor until recently. Ever since Folklore, it's just been slightly off, and I think that this was why. I think this was the album that she needed to make, and she couldn't because she was stuck. Stockholm Syndrome. The Bolter, it's giving synth. I think it's definitely going to be running from conversations that need to be had, not like the whole thing that she was the first outing was the Linden pub. Because I don't think like she doesn't think about things like, oh, when did the public see me? She thinks about her own life and what happened. Now, we have one more, which came out literally yesterday as of filming, the Albatross. So, the Albatross, Alexa, define albatross.
Albatross is usually defined as any of several large, web-footed seabirds of the family Diomediidae that have the ability to remain aloft for long periods. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for
That's
albatross.
What it is. So the albatross can remain aloft for long periods. Alexa, define aloft.
As a noun, loft can have a few meanings. 1. A room, storage area, or the like within a sloping roof, attic, garret. 2. A gallery or upper level in a church.
So it's about an aloft bird. Maybe it's about an aloof bird. I don't know. It's about a bird. I really have no thoughts about this on the albatross. It's giving the Alcott, so I'm giving that vibe, and I don't really like the Alcott. So I feel like it's going to be lower on my rankings, but we'll see. So thank you so much for watching this. I'm going to go watch the first show of the Guts tour, and I'll let you know what I think. I love you guys. Okay, bye!